Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be briefly looking at the tropics. To start off with Tropical Storm Fiona, we can see it is to the southeast of Puerto Rico and is expected to make landfall or make a very close pass, potentially just to the west. As we can see, the NHC does forecast a landfall in Puerto Rico as hurricane warnings are in effect, and the center of the cone goes right over the eastern part of Puerto Rico and is expected to maintain hurricane strength to the north of the Caribbean islands. It is expected to move out to sea and potentially impact Bermuda. Looking at the model track guidance, we see all of them are in agreement for moving out to sea after the Caribbean islands, potentially impacting close to Bermuda. Intensity guidance, it could become a much stronger storm as it moves closer to Bermuda and beyond, before sea surface temperatures really drop off. Now going into intensity guidance, we could see this potentially becomes a major hurricane after around 60 hours. However, most of the models bring it to Category 1 or even 2 status before dying off at the end of model runs, or becoming less powerful as it moves into cooler waters. All of the models take it towards hurricane status at some point. It has been intensifying and will likely become a hurricane very soon, just as the National Hurricane Center forecasts. Now, looking at other systems, we have 14E, which now became Tropical Storm Madeline. Currently, it is to the south of Mexico and is expected to stay a tropical storm throughout the 5-day range. As we can see, all the models take it out to sea and is not really expected to make a landfall on Baja California at this time. Now, looking at Lester, the remnants of Lester have dissipated as the NHC has marked. The remnants of Lester dissipated at 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time, September 17, 2022, which is today. 4 p.m. Saturday, you can see it was marked. Yeah, pretty much just dying off. This is where the low pressure was, or is. And yeah. Now looking at Nanmadol, still a typhoon, with winds of 115 knots. I'm pretty sure that's in the Category 4 range. We could see that it is going to impact southwestern Japan before impacting the rest of the islands. And then moving out to sea, you could just see another graphic here. It's not expected to move anywhere besides impacting Japan. So those are the outliers, and they will not happen. And then looking at satellite imagery, we see this strong, powerful system moving towards Japan. Looking at Fiona, I think we already looked at that. We just see it trying to intensify. 14E, which is now Madeline, of course, has become more powerful as the day has gone on. Lester, of course, is dissipated. Its remnants have dissipated. Just general thunderstorm and shower activity now. And then Typhoon Nanmadol, as we just looked at, has still its eye feature before it will impact Japan potentially today, going into the next few days. Invest 90S, I'm not really sure what this is doing. Not really expected to form into anything. But as we can see, some models, including the GFS, try and bring it into something. But I don't think this system will form at all. Alright. Now looking at the NHC, we have Tropical Storm Fiona and a 20% chance for a system in the Atlantic out to sea in the next 5 days. Looking in the Eastern Pacific, we have Madeline and Lester, or remnants of Lester, that dissipated, and Madeline, of course, is expected to stay out to sea. The center, at least, and then 2 areas with 20% chance in the next 5 days. Central Pacific, of course, nothing going on here. Now, finally, with the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, we have Super Typhoon Nanmadol, or what used to be a super typhoon. Now it is just a typhoon, likely a Category 4 currently, and it is expected to, of course, impact Japan. Here's the Joint Typhoon Warning Center cone. As you can see, it moves right over southern Japan. But winds could extend all the way from Japan to South Korea and the southern border with North Korea before the system moves out to sea. Alright, nothing else is really going on, so thank you for watching.